All right, when you hear someone talking about sewing, you're thinking, what, grandma, rocking chair, and an action-packed Friday night. Oh, now we have found a Shreveport shop that's stuck around for decades, proving it is not a dying craft. Tonight, KSLA News 12's Miranda Whittington takes us to the sewing shop.
In her latest Miranda at Work, she learned how to sew and finds out how a family-owned business has lasted in this community for a very long time.
All over the place. It's huge. You just kind of sometimes forget.
That thing we tend to forget is sewing. Tucked away in a shopping center off of Shreveport-Barksdale Highway is a place that helps us remember.
My father started the first Singer store in Shreveport-Bossier, which was right here in this same shopping center. So, I actually grew up in the business.
That store Steve Kopp mentioned supplied all the sewing needs for the Shreveport-Bossier City area, but it's long gone now, and in its place sits Burlington Coat Factory. But literally a minute away sits the sewing shop. The shop was founded by Steve's father decades ago and had many different locations before it ended up right back in this shopping center.
I actually grew up in the business.
Sewing is something that's in Steve's blood.
Way up, he'd pick me up from school, and he would actually, try to keep me away from the customers because I was just a toddler running around the store.
He took over the shop when his father passed away over 10 years ago, but this family-owned business is something that makes the shop special.
Because I have ladies every day that come through the front door and they're like, "Oh my God, Steve, I can't believe it's you. I saw you when you were this tall, and I did business with your father."
So what better place to learn how to sew than right here in this shop?
What you can actually do.
And who better to teach me than Steve's protege, also known as his wife Holly.
Have needle threaders.
First, before we can sew, we have to thread our machine.
What you're gonna do is follow the numbers.
Oh boy. The machine has numbers to help you guide your thread.
We're gonna go underneath here. Don't be afraid of it.
Too late. Once we get the thread in, all we have to do is hit a button and the rest of the thread will go through the hole in the needle.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We're sewing on one of the high-tech Brother sewing machines, so we'll use this built-in tablet and pick our stitch.
Ooh, let's do that one.
Okay.
Looks complicated.
Then we'll put our foot down.
Wait, where's my foot go? Oh, my leg.
Exactly. Now.
But it's not the foot I was thinking.
This way, hands free. Put your foot down, and then.
Oh, you mean? I
a
was thinking like
presser
legit foot. That's why I was like, what do you mean?
This machine doesn't actually require a treadle, which is what I was looking for.
I finally got it.
Now all we do is hit a few more buttons and the machine will do all the work.
It's just guiding it for you.
Once we finish, we'll hit another button to cut the thread, lift the foot up, and we're done.
Oh, wow. Look at what I did. That's pretty cool.
Holly actually wanted to be a kindergarten teacher, but after meeting her husband, that plan changed a bit.
I teach classes. I do things like that. So I'm still in that teaching aspect, and it is still something that I like doing.
She truly loves her job, and she wishes more people understood just how impactful this skill really is.
All the time I hear people say, sewing's a dying art. No, it's not. It's not a dying art. If you look everywhere, it's something that someone has sewn or made or crafted, from simple things all the way to intricate things.
But for Holly and her husband, sewing isn't just a job or a cool hobby. It's a way that keeps their family close together.
I have a daughter who's 6, and we sew, and then I'll ask her at night and things, what was your favorite part of the day? Making a quilt with you, Mama, or learning to do this. So it's really, really a blessing.
The art of sewing is something that was much easier than I expected.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
But no matter the stereotypes and what new piece of technology comes their way, the Cobb family will continue to teach classes, sell equipment, and most importantly, share their love of sewing to anyone that walks through their shop doors.
We'll always be here. I mean, it's almost like a staple. I feel like we're here to stay.
Miranda Whittington, KSLA News 12.
The Cobbs are constantly teaching classes at the shop and have even introduced a sip and sew class for the community. To learn more about their classes, you can find out more information on the KSLA News 12 app.